And yep, and the reason why I want to visit Vineyard Church is because I wanted to visit Catherine Scott. Catherine Scott is a songwriter and producer, and as a teenage Christian I grew up listening to her songs. Like my favorite hits are like Hungry and The Foot of the Cross. Yeah, so like as a teenager I grew up listening to her song and I'm really inspired by her. So since I'm here in England, I was thinking I might as well make a trip to Ireland to maybe like meet up with her, visit her. So it was really cool. When I first entered the church, I was going to step into the auditorium. Then Catherine Scott came out. When I was going in, she came out. So she was like, hey, never see an Asian person before, oh angmoh. So like, hey, my name is Catherine. And so like, I was quite taken aback because she's one of the senior pastors. So she shook my hand and said, hey, what's your name? So I was like, hey, my trip here is to come and pay you a visit. I'm really very inspired by the way you lead worship, by how worship has been a big part of your life. And so she was very excited. She brought me to the cafeteria. She served me tea, introduced me to her whole family. Her mom plays in her band, okay? Her mom plays keyboard for her band, like wow. An old lady playing for her band, and introduced me to the kids as well. Worship was awesome, the word was awesome, and I had a great time with her. You can see in the pictures. And so after during service, I sat at this place in front, behind an old lady, behind this very old lady. And after the worship, before we sat down, the pastor said, okay, turn around you and spend 5 minutes, okay, chatting and catching up with the person around you. So I was talking to that old lady, and then after the whole service, she brought me to the youth. Now Catherine had this program called the Worship Internship Program, which all across the nation, okay, from Netherlands, from Holland, from America, they will come to Ireland and spend 1 year learning worship with Catherine. So she introduced me to all these people, and I got invited to their house for lunch that day. So it was really cool. So I just went down to their place after service. Now if I never go with them, I would have no idea how to go back from where I was, because the church is in such a ulu place. It's like in the middle of the forest. It's in a university anyway. So I went to that place. We had a very simple lunch. So it was really cool. And after that, one of the guys sent me to the bus station. Sent me out to a bus station to wait for a bus. Okay, so he dropped me at the bus stop, and like I said earlier on, the bus comes once in 3 hours. Okay, but I really thank God that I just wait 20 minutes and there was a bus. I was planning to walk on the coastway, because along the coastway there are a lot of nice features, geography students, a lot of arch, a lot of those kind of landforms to see. So I decided to take a bus to Port Rush, which is about 9 miles from the place I stay. 1 mile is about 1.6 kilometers, so you do the math, it's about 10 plus kilometers. It's crazy. So I was thinking, never mind, since I'm here, I just slowly walk by the coast. And when I reached the place, Port Rush, and I was about to walk to the coast, it started to rain. It started to rain very heavily. I just walked a bit with my umbrella. The wind was so big, it blew my umbrella all over the place. And then, before I knew it, my whole pants was wet. It was just, my whole pants from the waist onwards was just wet. It felt terrible. And the wind was blowing very strong. It's like very cold. It's like freezing. Somehow it's North Ireland by the Atlantic Ocean. It's crazy. So like, God, you must really stop the rain. I come here for tourist visit. You go back home again, man. So I cannot. God, you must really stop the rain. So I just take the umbrella. I just kept on walking and praying. And it was 9 miles. So like, I see the highway. It's just highway and highway. You look far, you look behind. It's just highway, and you have the coast, the cliff on your left. But then I don't know where it's gonna take me. I only know that there's one castle in between, and there are some features in between. So that I'll just go. And the sun was going to set. It was about 5:30, and I only had half an hour to get to the castle. So it's like, wow, walking. I walked from my pants wet, walked until my pants become dry. And the cars that were passing by was like looking at me as like, this idiot. Who is this guy walking on the highway by the coast? Everyone is driving. There was no single person I see that was walking. No one. So I just walked, kept on walking, and at about 6, just slightly before 6, I saw the sun was about to set. Then I said, God, I haven't reached the castle yet. You must hold the sun for me until I reach the place. So when I saw the signboard 300 yards to Dueller's Castle, I was so happy. I quickly ran because the sun was really going to set. So I took a few pictures. After I finished the pictures, I was asking myself, so what's next? You reach the castle already, you still have a long way back to your home, you know. So I was like, oh yeah. And once it hits dark, once it gets dark, there's no way you can see yourself. You stretch out your hand, you can't even see. How are you going to find my way back? And the cars that are travelling on the road, if they bang me, then how? So it's like, wow, I don't know what to do. There was no way I'm going to find my way back because it's going to be so dark, and the highway is still just so long.